Hello and welcome to episode 11 of We Knit Daily.
We're joining you today from Oxford. We're sitting on the banks of the River Thames and we're going to chat all about our knitting.
We absolutely love Oxford. We've been here for about a week and we've been absolutely loving it, so we're so excited to show you a little hidden gem which is Port Meadow.
We didn't manage to film an intro this week, but we're going to jump straight into the podcast talking about the first work in progress.
Hope you enjoy. I actually have a lot to talk about, so I think I should start.
Kick off, let's go straight in.
Okay, so I am currently halfway through a row, which I will finish very quickly.
I'll also explain, it's quite windy, which is why we've got this strange situation going on. We've kind of got a half-open camera bag held up by Sophie's hair clip and the mic's on a bottle of water, so...
I think it's genius.
That's the situation we're in today.
Yeah, it's a very budget setup. We love the budget setup.
Oh, they're fast.
Wow.
God, you're going to be getting a real show today in the background. We've outdone ourselves.
So all of the projects that I have to speak about today have not been shown on any previous podcast. In our last episode, I was talking about I kind of lost a bit of my knitting mojo. I really wanted something to knit on, but I didn't know, and I had a lot of hesitation in casting something on. I was kind of a bit in my own head that I was thinking, I want a project that is going to kind of stimulate my brain in some sort of way, like isn't too overly simple, but is also something on bigger needles that is kind of satisfying. And it's also something that I'm really proud to introduce to my wardrobe. I don't just want to be introducing loads and loads of stuff that's kind of I'm not very proud of to my wardrobe. I want to keep my wardrobe quite selective.
You need to be doing exciting stuff these days with your current abilities and how much knitwear you've got already, you know?
Yeah.
It needs to be special.
So I'd kind of got a bit in my own head, but I'm out of that headspace now and I'm into a very cast on heavy, excitable headspace. So we've been really busy in Oxford. We've been having the time of our lives.
We have to.
We have. And so I just wanted stuff that is really simple. So I haven't worked on any of my older projects and I've only worked on new stuff, and this is one of them. So this wasn't even an idea, I don't think. It hasn't been an idea at all in my notes app in the past month.
I hadn't even heard about this. You just appeared upstairs today with that and I was like, what are you working on?
You know what, I only cast this on today, so I've made good progress. This is the Semper Slipover by the Knit Purl Girl, and if you've been following along with when I've spoken about this on SophKnitsDaily, our other channel, I've knit a Semper Slipover before and I really didn't like it. I knit it in a strand of lace weight wool and 2 strands of mohair, and I found that combination just didn't really suit me. I felt it was far too fluffy and fuzzy, and
you said it made you look like an elephant.
Yeah, it was very elephant colour. I felt like it looked like part of a costume because it was very like boxy and very fluffy. I felt like I was dressing up as a stuffed elephant or something.
No disrespect to the Knit Purl Girl. No disrespect. No shade.
It was fully my yarn choice, but also a little bit the pattern, and I only say that because she's completely revised the pattern and completely changed it. So since I knit that Semper Slipover, she sent an update out of the pattern where the whole construction basically is different. I'm surprised it isn't released as a new pattern really. Rather than doing German shawl row shaping on the back, you do like increases in that kind of this sort of shaping where you do increases along the side on each row, and the neckline at the front is also lower so it doesn't kind of sit so high, and I much prefer basically the look of the new shaping and the new construction. So I felt like that was enough of a reason that I felt comfortable to cast on another Semper Slipover, and I also made some better yarn choices. And the Semper Slipover, you might be thinking like, oh, it isn't something really overly complicated and it's not something like I'll be really proud to add to my wardrobe, and I agree with both of those things, but the thing that makes me most proud to add this to my wardrobe and why it kind of meets my criteria is I'm using my handspun yarn for the very first time.
That's exciting. It looks amazing. Can I get a...
Yeah.
You gave me a smell of this before.
It stinks. Yeah.
That stinks.
It smells so bad. I bought this, what I thought was a sweater quantity, 400 grams of yarn, or fibre, sorry.
Spin?
To spin up as kind of my first sweater spin, is what I think people in the spinning community call it. And I've realised that that's probably not enough for an actual jumper, so I don't want to play yarn chicken with this because I definitely won't be able to get this weight of yarn again from a spin. So I'm making it into a vest. And I'm just really proud to be using my handspun yarn for the first time. It's not something that I've ever done before, because when I've spun up like 100 grams of yarn at a time, or 20 grams of yarn at a time, or fibre, sorry, they've always been in really like vibrant, colourful colours that I absolutely love spinning, but I don't particularly love wearing so much. Whereas this was quite a boring spin, but is a very wearable colour in my wardrobe. I spun this really, awesome. You could probably hear that in the mic, actually. Do you think that was like buzzing right into the mic? I spun this really fine. Like, I don't even know what weight the single ply is.
It's really fine, isn't it?
Yeah, this has come out as a fingering weight, and it's a 3-ply yarn. So each individual ply was so fine.
That's 3 ply?
3 ply.
I thought that was 1.
Yeah, there's 3 strands plied together.
Okay, that is thin.
So I don't plan on ever making more of this, and I'll have to put on the screen exactly the fibre that I use, because I can't quite remember the name, but this is the natural colour of the sheep. It's undyed, which is very nice. So it's fun to work with. I'm learning a lot about my handspun whilst knitting with it. I found when I started, so it must have been kind of like the start of a bobbin, my yarn was really probably overplied and over twisted. It was really kinky. I don't know what other word to use that's not kinky. Coiled?
Stick with kinky, I like it.
Yeah, it was really kinky.
Kinky yarn.
Yeah, kinky yarn. Kinky fingering yarn.
Do you think that's a word? Do you think that's a word?
Were you just going to move on from that?
Do you think that's a word anywhere else?
Do you think we could get demonetised from that?
Maybe, we might have to cut that out. Do you think kinky is a word? Let me know in the comments if you know what kinky means and where you're from. I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah, it might just be a UK thing.
I don't think so.
Right.
I think it's universal. We all know what kinky means.
Anyway, kinky fingering. Go on.
Wow, we've reached a low point.
We've reached a low point. We used to be intellectual on this podcast. We used to talk about stuff, and now look at us.
I don't even know where I was, but it was really coiled at the beginning when I started working the back of this panel, and then when I got a bit of the way through, it started evening out, and like now you can tell there's no kind of coils. I'm not having to really stretch out any really over twisted bits. So I think whilst I've been spinning it, or maybe when I was plying it, I've kind of got into a groove part way through the bobbin. So maybe I should have just got rid of that first part of the bobbin because it wasn't very good. But you know what? When I've been holding it with another strand, it's kind of evened out. And I don't know if you can tell where the coiled and non-coiled parts are.
Not really, no.
I think there might be a bit of a difference in feel. So that part was really kind of coiled and that part is not.
This feels a bit rougher?
Yeah.
Is that
It
right?
feels slightly
Yeah,
rougher,
okay.
but it's not too obvious.
Not really, no.
No.
I love the combination that it's making, the brownie grey.
Yeah, so I'm really
like
glad
it.
for that reason that I'm holding it with this extra strand, but I'm also glad because it kind of fills out the stitches and it makes this, I think this is quite a cool grey.
It's definitely a cool grey on its own. I
Yeah.
don't think it looks cool with the brown though. It warms it up a little bit.
Yeah, which is what I really like because I'm not a person that really suits cool colours.
True.
So hopefully this warms it up enough. This is a cone of yarn that I bought from Handspinner Having Fun on the Isle of Skye over a year ago, a year and a half ago.
That's an old school cone.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was,
I remember you picking this out the shelf. You didn't have a clue what it was.
No, I think it was sold to me as being some sort of alpaca blend. I don't know if it's like a strand of cotton.
Really soft.
Yeah, maybe a strand of black cotton with alpaca kind of woven through it. Really not sure. I actually haven't done the burn test on this, I don't think, so not entirely sure what it is, but I love the look of it and I love the look of it together, so that's really fun. The other thing to say about this is,
what video did that feature in?
Yarn shopping on a small Scottish island, the Isle of Skye.
There we go.
I love that video.
If you haven't seen that video, because we assume that people have, but people watching this video might not have. We went to the Isle of Skye last year, spent about a week and a half there travelling the whole island, and went to three different yarn shops and a textile mill. and made a video all about it and what we found. So if you like the sound of that, go to SophKnitsDaily and watch
after this video.
Yeah, don't leave, please. And then watch Yarn Shopping on a Small Scottish Island, I think it's called.
We could probably link it below.
Yeah. Anyway, side note.
The other thing to say about this pattern is, although I'm saying I'm making the Semper Slipover, I actually want to adapt the pattern so that it looks like the Maggie vest by PetiteKnit. So I want this project to be the Maggie vest by PetiteKnit, but I already had the Semper Slipover pattern. They're pretty much exact gauges, like really, really similar, and they're the exact same construction. The only difference is the Maggie vest is a button-up vest and the Semper Slipover is a slipover with no buttons. So really easy modification. I just won't join the front panels and I'll add a button band, and I think I'll get a really, really similar look.
I thought the neck looked a bit different. You said it was the exact same construction. I think shoulder construction, yes, but
I think the neck on the new Semper Slipover is deeper than the Maggie vest neck. The Maggie vest neck sits quite high.
Right,
so
okay.
I'll probably take out some rows on the front panel so that the neckline sits higher.
Okay.
But other than that, it looks exactly the same to me.
It looks very similar. Yeah, I think it'll work out well.
Yeah.
Such a cool combination of yarns that you've chose for it as well.
And it's a good way to use a pattern that I already have and save a £5 on buying a pattern that I don't necessarily need.
And what fun, we're both knitting from cones today.
Yes. Yeah.
Cheers.
So if you do have some handspun that you've never used before, you haven't used your handspun, I'd highly recommend using it because I feel like I've learned a lot from using it that I'll take into my spinning. So I'll be a bit more conscious about over spinning it, or if there's really coiled bits, and making sure I'm not knitting with those coiled bits, especially because I'll have some left over. So yeah, I've learnt a lot already and I'm only partway through the back panel, so really enjoying it.
Good spin. When did you spin that?
Ooh,
is that one of your early spins?
This is also in a video.
Is it the alpaca farm?
No, the one before. I was spinning this in Can a Beginner Spin on a Vintage Wheel, or some video along those lines. Yeah.
Right. So one of your early spins, you were kind of learning to spin in that video.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's one of your early spins, because you've got a lot better, haven't you, recently?
Well, I've learned that I'm never going to do something so fine again. Because what's the point in putting myself through the pain of doing such kind of tiny.
Very even though. Really
I think it's because it's a 3-ply.
Right.
And a 3-ply kind of evens out.
Okay.
But yeah, there we go. That's
Love
my first one. I feel like I've
First.
rambled for a while there.
No, that was good. I enjoyed hearing about it anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
So
did all the geese, hopefully.
And what are you knitting that on?
Yes.
New needles.
That's such a good segue.
Good shout.
So that's the other thing I wanted to speak about. I for the longest time have been knitting with, can I show your needles?
Yeah, you might not. I've dropped a stitch. I've got it back. These bad boys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll be able to see them.
Oh, it's got quite windy. So these are the KnitPro Symfonie needles, and they're the kind of like multicoloured rainbowy wood needles. I basically use these needles because I bought the KnitPro Symfonie interchangeable needle set as my very first knitting needle set, and I've never looked back really, because needles are needles. I'm not the sort of person that really cares about how needles look or the aesthetic of them. I mean, they're not the most beautiful needles in the world, but I don't really care. And they've worked for me. So if I've ever broken a needle, which has always been kind of my fault, stepping on them or sitting on them or something, I've just replaced them with the other, like, so that they look the same, or they are the same and work the same as other needles in my collection. And I like working with wooden needles. I don't like a needle that's too pointy, because with the way that I knit, I'm constantly pressing down on the tip of the needle.
Me too, and it hurts your fingers.
It does. And I've used acajou needles before, just the sock ones, so the 2.25mm, and they absolutely killed my fingers. Like, my fingers were bruised and it was so painful. So I like the bluntness of a wooden needle. I also like the texture of a wooden needle, and I just know my tension on a wooden needle, so I don't feel the need to mix it up and get like metal or plastic or something like that. I've upgraded them over time so that I've bought swivel cables so that the needle swivels, and I find that really helps with any strain on my hands. And I was in the market for some needles recently because Well, you broke one of my 4mm
Sorry,
needles.
look at that.
Oh my gosh.
I need
He's
to get a
hanging
clip
off the
of this.
side.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you guys need to see this. You should do it on the camera.
Is that normal? He's kind of reined it in a bit now. Oh, he stops now.
Yeah, he was like skimming the water with the back of his head.
Oh, he stopped. We got
That
camera
was
shy.
really cool.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. I was mesmerised by that.
Well, you stopped at a good time because I said, well, Wilson broke one of my needles, so I was in the market for some more.
I'll tell the story of how it happened. So my stitches were a bit tight and I was demonstrating to Soph how tight they were. So I said, look at this, I can't even get the needle in. Look, I'm like pulling each stitch, and I pulled and it snapped in half, which isn't great, is it? So I'm sorry about that.
So I had a spare 4mm needle, probably from where I'd broke one in the past. So Wilson had a full set, but I wanted to cast this on, which is also on 4mm needle. And I went onto Wool Warehouse, which is where I've bought needles from before, and they've discontinued the Symphony needle.
Discontinued? I thought you just switched it up. Okay.
No, discontinued. And when I bought these needles from like yarn shops, or we bought some from a knitting festival recently, they've been about £10 for the needles.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking at other options on Wool Warehouse, and I wanted KnitPro ones that I would still be able to use on my other cables. And I came across these, which are called the Basix Beech. So they're still a wooden needle.
That's funny.
Oh, I love that noise.
Yeah. I was laughing at the name of the
Oh, Basix Beech.
Basix Beech.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realise that. Though that's been done on purpose, hasn't it?
Yeah, kinky fingering.
And Basix Beech.
Me and you.
Who's who? So they're still a wooden needle. They're like polished or sanded or something. They're very smooth.
They just
and they're
look a bit
very
different.
Yeah,
I
they're
think they've
very
got,
blunt.
less of a point, because these aren't pointy, but they're rounded on the edge, whereas that's flat.
Yeah, I really like it.
They look really cool, and they've got black and gold. They've got a black cable and a gold like attachment.
Well,
which
that's
looks really
different.
Cool.
So I bought the cable separately.
Oh, did
I
you?
also thought, if I'm buying some needles, I'll buy some cables as well, because I'm running out of cables at the same time as I'm running out of needles. And so I bought these cables because they were the cheapest KnitPro Swivel ones, and they just happened to be black and rose gold. And so if you really care about the aesthetics of needles, you might be annoyed that the cable is rose gold and the needle is gold. So like the rose gold and gold line up, but you can't see it when you're knitting on it, and it really doesn't bother me. So yeah, I've mixed up my needles ever so slightly. Symphony's been discontinued, but I really like these. So and they were significantly cheaper, £3.50 for the needles, compared to like I think I paid £9.50 for the Symphony. So yeah, I'd recommend if you're in the market. They're very good.
Nice. I might give...
You're so distracted.
I know, I might give everyone a close-up of these kayaks quick.
Okay, no, do that, because these shoes are hurting me. That is so cute. So I was rambling quite fast for quite a while. So
yeah, hope you enjoyed the kayaks though. There's a kind of kayak group that have been going up and down. We saw them the other day. It's the same people. So I just thought I'd give you a close-up of the action. There's a nice little pause in between projects as well. What else have we got to speak about?
I've got some questions, topics of conversation, or a game.
Can we do the game? Because you've come up with an amazing idea.
Okay.
We've really put thought into this week.
It wasn't my idea. I think the creator on Instagram is Nicole Knits a Lot or something like that. I'll put it on the screen. And I saw that she did an Instagram or a TikTok or something where she asked her boyfriend to rate her knits from 1 to 5 to see if it matched what she thought of her knits in an order of 1 to 5, so 1 being the best and 5 being her least favourite, but like, not that it's bad, it's just, yeah.
That's a great idea. Have you got pictures on standby just in case I don't know them by name?
You'll have to know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll know them.
Okay.
So I've got my list of knits, and Wilson can't use a number twice.
So
have I explained that well?
Yeah, I have to guess which order you would put them in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you'll see.
Right, we're starting with the Ebba sweater.
The Ebba, that's the yellow one with the... Okay. It's a light summer layer. You knit it in Norway, so it's quite special. Can't really remember if the yarn was special, but it's kind of a nice, cool, lacy pattern. You wear that one a lot, but I think there's at least 2 more that are above that. I'm going to put that 3.
Yeah?
Number 3.
Because I've knit a lot as well, so Wilson doesn't know which 5 I've picked.
Yeah.
So that's quite tricky. The Lucy cardigan.
Lucy cardigan, that's 1 or 2. The colour of that is absolutely amazing. It's... Oh, that could be number 1, you know. That could be number 1. Let me just think, is there anything... I think it's number 2, because I think I know what number 1 is.
If I've included it.
Okay. I'm going to go number 2 for the Lucy.
The Kai sweater.
Ooh, 5.
Yeah?
I don't think you're a huge fan of that. I think the colours, I think it includes a cool grey and a kind of green colour, and I don't think you like cool grey, as you've just said, actually, in this episode.
It's kind of a pinky grey.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 5. Cool. I'm going to say 5.
Okay. Cardigan number 9.
Which one's that?
You got no recollection.
Cardigan number 9. I know it's my favourite things knitwear. Which cardigan?
Well, that's just from the name.
Is it grey?
Yeah.
Does it have those buttons that... Oh no, that's a vest. I don't know. I can't picture it.
I wore it a lot when we were in Portugal. I think I finished it in Portugal. And it's that like...
Has it got a mohair in it?
Yeah, it's like an alpaca-y grey, and that cone. I held 2 strands of that cone.
I can't picture it.
It kind of leans pink.
I can't picture it. You're going to have to show me a picture if you want me to rate that one. What buttons has it got? I know the one. Yeah. It's quite short in the body and quite like boxy fit. It's a nice fit.
It's got the big saddle shoulders.
Yeah. You like that?
And those like pinky grey buttons that have got this kind of stars.
Have I said a number 4?
You haven't said number 4.
I think it's
You've
number
4.
Said
2, 3 and 5.
I've got 1 and 4 left. I think that's number 4. What's number 3 though? Ebba. Oh, what do you prefer?
Right, do you want to know the only number
one.
You've got left is 1.
Yeah. What's it going to be? Is it what I think it is?
The Frankie sweater.
What? I thought it was going to be the Saglan. The Frankie sweater. Oh no, that's like a 3 or a 3 or a 2. They're all 3s.
A 2?
They're all 3s. I'm sorry.
Where do you think I've put the Frankie in that lineup?
That's the stripy Dennis the Menace. Yeah. Number 2. So I'm going to have to say number 1.
Okay.
Right. Reveal.
You've got 0 out of 5.
No. Where's the Kai sweater? What's that above?
The Kai's 5.
That's what I said.
The Kai's 4.
What's 5?
You said 5. The Frankie's 5.
That's so nice. You loved wearing that.
I do, but compared to the rest.
Compared to the Kai?
Yeah, I like the wide sleeves of the Kai. I do like the Kai.
I didn't see that coming.
So, my number 1 was the Lucy cardigan, which I think you would have put as number 1 if you didn't think the Saglan was on
Would you have put the Saglan above that?
I don't know if I would. I love the Lucy.
Yeah, it is amazing. It is one of the nicest colours I've ever seen on you.
So number 1 is Lucy. Number 2, can you guess number 2?
The Ebba.
Yeah. Number 3? Well, you know it now, I suppose. Cardigan number 9.
Oh, yeah.
4 is Kai and 5 is Frankie.
I think the Frankie belongs in 3, the Kai belongs in 5, and the cardigan number 9 belongs in 4.
Fair enough.
That's my ratings.
But the Lucy and the Ebba, they're the right way round.
Fair enough, okay. That's a good game.
Oh, you did terrible.
I did awful on that. Oh my god. Anyway,
that was fun.
That was fun. Maybe we'll make that a weekly edition because you've got a lot of knits to get through.
I do. I could do like summer tops as a category.
Yeah.
Bags as a category.
True.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
That was fun. So, should we speak about your project?
Yeah, let's get it out of the way, shall we? Yeah, why not?
Oh. Everyone's okay. It's excitement.
They're excited to hear about this.
Yes.
Whoa, what a segue.
Yeah.
This is, what is it, Sophie?
It's an unnamed. You still need to name it.
Unnamed. What should we call it? Let's name it right now on live on air. What are we calling this?
Inside Out for a start.
Do you know what I was thinking about calling it?
What?
The Bristol sweater.
Okay, you think
Do
it's
you know
very
why?
Bristol?
Because everyone in Bristol wears something like this.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. You know?
You know.
You know?
You might know next week we're in Bristol then.
Oh, true.
Oh.
I'll go around filming people wearing fleeces. So this is where I'm up to. I have joined in the round.
Yeah.
I've
and
joined
you've been
in the round.
knitting away.
I've been knitting.
So this looks a bit funny because these are supposed to be together.
Oh yeah.
Like
And
this.
I'm pulling that apart a bit.
Yeah.
So that is the zip that you're looking at there.
It's quite wide. We are concerned that it's very wide.
I am concerned about
Yeah.
that.
But we'll make it work. I'm sure.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's
You know
a learning
what?
curve,
the
this one.
boucle is so forgiving. So like if we were to add some panels here, it would just blend in. It's not like with a stock net where you can see the direction of the knit stitches.
Mm-hmm.
It is forgiving. So if we need to add a bit in the middle, it's fine.
Yeah. So this is complicated for me.
For everyone.
So jump in, yeah, for everyone, but jump
Yeah.
in if I make a mistake because I'm going to try. So I was knitting 2 panels on the front, I think, in the last episode. I completed both of the panels. We basically just traced over the original fleece I've got, and then when it measured the same, we joined up the 2 front panels, cast on a few stitches in between.
So I should say that this is unnamed because it's a self-drafted fleece pattern that's based off a fleece that you already own and love.
Yes,
in case you haven't watched like previous videos.
So we joined up just below where the zip will end, and then after joining the 2 front panels where the zip will end, and before the point of the bottom of the armholes, there was a bit of knitting.
Wait,
oh
start again,
my,
start
that
again,
was
start
bad.
again, start again. You've got this.
So before
Right, so last week I was knitting the 2 front panels.
last week I was knitting, this is like a primary school lesson. Repeat after me. Last week I was knitting the 2 front panels, then I joined the 2 front panels, then I knitted a few centimetres past that, and then I joined in the round because the zip is going to end slightly higher than where the armholes are.
That was so good.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, you read
squeezy.
it though like a recipe, and then you
In my
add
head,
the onions, and then you add
it
the
was like
paprika.
appearing in bullet points in the sky. I was like
I
reading
could hear
it.
that.
Could
I
you
could
see it
hear
in my eyes? I was
yeah.
that's what I did. And now I'm in the round, which is the important part because I'm going to fly through it now.
And there was something that really fun that happened when you joined in the round.
Really?
Yeah.
You did it for me?
No, I wish.
What is it?
You turned it inside out, so you're
I did a
knitting.
turn.
Yeah.
Correct. So I was knitting the panels back and forth, as we know, and then I did a German short row turn. Is that the right terminology?
Yeah.
Nice. And then now I'm just knitting in the round instead of having to purl in the round because that would have been horrible.
Because you want the purl side to be on the outside.
I do. And why is that? Because the boucle fabric looks better on the purl side than it does on the knit side. That's
There we
it.
go. And
Boom.
what is this boucle?
What is the boucle? We'll quickly recap it. It is pure wool, £22, 1,365 grams. That is the exact wording on this little handwritten label. And we got it from a knitting festival in Cumbria, my birthplace. Actually, it's not my birthplace.
No, but it's the place you grew up.
It's the place I grew up. Yeah. So cool, cheap, woolly, nice colour. That's it. That's all my project.
More bullet points.
I just speak in like singular words, don't I? But that's all I've got. I'm just happy to be in the round, and I don't really have any more to add. We're going to do all the tricky stuff like the neckline and the zip and the kind of details that I want on the bottom and on the cuffs. That's going to happen, and that'll be a lot to speak about. But for now, I'm just in the round on the body, just knitting down until I'm happy with the length.
And you've made a lot of progress.
I have, because we've been... Well, should we break the news?
Yeah. Wait, break? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You're not welcome here.
You're really not welcome. I'm
no.
not a fan of these. And I've got no shoes on. So if I have to step... No, that's not good.
Oh no.
He pumped his chest up. If I have to run in your poo, whatever's YouTube friendly, I won't be happy.
That's a crazy noise.
But the pulling the...
No, the noise it was making.
So what project are you working on?
So what project are you working on? Have you joined in the round yet?
I feel like David Attenborough.
If it touches the camera, I'm going to jump on it.
Oh no.
What do you think that means?
Do you think he's calling for backup?
It is. Oh no, they're crows.
Okay, they've gone.
Do you think that means get out of my house?
We always have an animal encounter.
That was crazy.
We can't go through an episode without an animal.
That one was pretty cool. I hope you can see that mega goose.
It wasn't actually bothered.
It was fine. They're nice. Sophie's terrified of geese. I quite like them.
Have you ever been chased by a goose? A goose?
No, I've been chased by swans. Swans are aggressive. Yeah. Swans are horrible things.
When geese have babies, they're horrid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where is your mind?
I was going to say, do you know that you can't kill a swan because they're owned by the Queen? For any Americans watching, or anyone else.
Can you kill a swan now?
I wouldn't kill one anyway, you just can't, even if you wanted to.
But the Queen's not protecting them anymore.
The king. Sorry, we've got a king. Well, I don't. He's not my king, but... Sorry,
is that a bit political?
Getting a bit political there.
He's not my king.
Anyway, moving swiftly on. Have you ever played Pinch a Pig?
Shut up.
Oh, I put my hand in goose poo. Oh, no. Right. Come on.
Right.
Back on track.
So, why have you knitted loads on this project, Wilson?
Don't full name me. Oh yeah, because I attended my first ever knitting group. It's the backup. No.
I hope you saw that too. That was really cool.
Is that who was... It's who they were calling.
No, the boat might have moved them on.
Oh, there's a barge. There's a canal boat going under the... That's pretty cool. That's a world first for a podcast. World first. We've had a goose marking its territory and a canal boat going under a bridge. World first every week. It's coming back.
We're in its spot. Yeah. First knitting
I attended
group.
my first ever knitting group in Oxford.
This is going to take ages.
I know. It's a group that Sophie's been going to. I'm so paranoid. It's a group that Sophie's been going to for quite a while. And it was a group of about 10 to 15 people. They meet in a bookshop in Oxford, and they have coffee and all knit. And it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. My first ever experience. You're a veteran. You're a pro.
I try and go to as many knitting groups as I can. Like when we're visiting different places, I really do actively look for knitting groups in those areas. But I find that they can be really difficult to find.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know about the ones in Oxford, which is lucky because I used to live here. Not that I managed to go very much when I did live here, but I'm able to go now, so I make the most of it.
Yeah, and it was good fun. I don't know if you can see Goosey, but they're
Goosey? Back. No, it's got to be a more inventive name than Goosey. I'm a bit too scared to be creative right now.
We'll just let it happen. Let's just carry on.
Okay.
The goose isn't bothered, so why should we be?
Was the knitting group like you expected it to be?
Yes, because of how you've described it. But I did think it was crazy that there was a group of 15 people meeting in a city in a coffee shop, all under the age of 40 probably, all knitting in a big circle, and I just thought that was the craziest experience to me.
Was it not the demographic that you expected?
It's not the demographic that you would associate with a knitter if you weren't a knitter.
Yeah, see, being a knitter, I know that there's so many people of all ages, genders, backgrounds.
And it's global.
Yeah.
But especially in the UK at least, the stereotypical image of a knitter is like a grandma.
Yeah.
An older lady, let's say. And it wasn't that at all, which was just so interesting to see a group of people who didn't look like stereotypical knitters and all meeting and having a knit and a chat, and it was really cool. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was in the top floor of a bookshop, and when people came up the stairs, they got like the shock of their life when they were just greeted by like 15 people staring at them with knitting needles.
It's not what you'd expect.
It's not what you'd expect, but it was so fun, and people just bring their projects along and chat and have a coffee and spend a couple of hours there on a Saturday morning. So it was a really cool experience. And I got loads done on this because I was already in the round at that point. It was my goal to be in the round for the knit morning so I could get a lot done. So yeah, and then the day after, we did another knit group, I guess. So we met up with some friends, Alex and Stitches here on YouTube, has a podcast also, and we met up with them in Oxford, her and her partner Eliza, and we had a kind of knitting afternoon round at their house, and we spent like a few hours there just knitting away and chatting, which was really nice.
That was so much fun. And they also have their own podcast on YouTube together now called Wife
just
Materials.
Launched Wife Material.
Yeah, and I think that is the most genius name. I said to Alex, having thought of that name, like, you absolutely need to pin that down on YouTube and claim it as your own, because it is just so clever.
Yeah.
Why didn't we think of something that clever?
Yeah, we've got nothing that cool, have we?
No. Anyway,
so
definitely check out their podcast.
Check out their podcast. We'll link it below. But
That's
we had a really
segue.
nice day with them.
We did have a really nice day.
What segue is that? Go on.
The segue is they were getting rid of some yarn, so I absolutely had a look through the bag of yarn that they were getting rid of.
Yeah, they had a bag that was going to charity, and we intercepted it on the way. That doesn't sound very good, does it?
That doesn't sound good.
Some of it was being sold and some of it was being donated to charity. We got the stuff that wasn't good.
I just stole from charity.
No, that doesn't sound good, does it? Okay.
I didn't take more than... I didn't take too much.
Yeah.
I just took a little helping.
Little helping.
Yeah. Anyway, here's the little helping. I got 3 skeins of Filcolana Merci, which is 50% superwash merino wool and 50% Pima cotton. I've never worked with Filcolana before, so I was really excited to kind of see it as something that I could take as my own. And it feels so soft. Like, I don't even know how to describe how it feels. It's just like really, really soft. It probably does feel more cottony than wool.
I think so.
It has a dryness to it that cotton has, and doesn't appear to have the kind of elasticity that a wool has. But I love that it's a super wash because I can wash it in the washing machine. Because I can wash it in the washing machine, and it'll be absolutely perfect for a summer top. So I got 3 skeins of this, and the first idea that popped into my head was to make another mixed rib cami, leading me on. So many segues in this video.
This is so good.
Yeah.
We're naturals.
I have made the mixed rib cami by Florence Miller once before, and that was in a cotton wool blend in a white colour. It's a Camarosa kind of summer yarn. These wool warehouse bags shed so much. I always find like the fibres just shed everywhere. Alright.
Not a fan of the Camarosa. That good? You like that one?
It was a bit late. And this is my second mixed rib cami. So this was another one of my kind of mental blocks from last week, is that I had 5 skeins of this Rosarios4 Alvor, which is 45% cotton and 55% superwash merino. And I bought 5 skeins of this to make the Sonia top by Paula Strict. But my gauge swatch was so entirely different to what that pattern is, although the yarn is like a similar weight, that I just thought the pattern is going to be unattainable with the gauge that I was getting. I think it was quite dependent on row gauge because of how the arms and the sleeves fit, so I just didn't want to deal with kind of swapping around my numbers and adjusting the pattern. And I was looking at other patterns that would use 5 skeins of this. I don't know why, I kind of had it in my head that like, I've got 5 skeins, I should use all of them and make the most out of the yarn that I've got. And I just couldn't find another t-shirt pattern that I was really happy with. It's a summer fibre, I wanted it to be a light t-shirt, and it just all wasn't adding up in my head, and I was getting, I don't know, a bit frustrated by it. But then I thought I could just use part of the yarn that I've got and sell the rest of it, or make a bandana or something with the rest of it. And so once I'd kind of switched my mindset to I don't need to be as economic as possible with the yarn that I've got, I ended up with a mixed rib cami, and I'm so glad I landed on that because I love the fit of this top. I like that it's quite like modest. I don't have to worry about my bra straps being on show, not that I really care too much, but it just feels like a very easy thing to throw on, and the ribbing of it means it's quite forgiving because it hugs you well, so I don't really have to worry about like fit so much.
Bring it in.
And I'm so happy with the way that this looks. I love this yarn so much more knitted up than in the ball. I think it's really beautiful in the ball, but when it's knitted up, you can really see the kind of variation of the colour. It's a bit kind of heathered or marled.
Yeah.
I just love it, and it's so vibrant and fun, and it would just make the perfect summer top. Machine washable, and I've been flying with it. I mean, I didn't have this even as an idea in the last video, and now I'm maybe a third of the way through the body, like from where it is under the arms. I probably only have like one more ball of yarn to put into this. So yeah, really happy.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love it. And because I'm so happy with it, and I'm happy with the kind of vibrant, bright colour, I thought this yarn would also look nice as a mixed rib cami. And then I've had 3 items knitted out of the same pattern, which is very economic.
Yeah, I wish I had something like that.
Yeah.
Cotton, machine washable, a bit cool, kind of a t-shirty thing.
I love the cotton wool because it's not as heavy as just a cotton. And you also get the benefits of wool in that it's kind of has that elasticity and memory, so it doesn't just like stretch out and become a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. You're not too sure about its colour, are you?
I wasn't at first, but it's growing on me, definitely. Yeah. It's really nice.
I think it would look nice with my slight tan. I'm not sure it would suit me in the depths of winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think it's really fun. I was just looking at them like that, and I was like, oh, I need a red and I'll be a traffic light.
Oh yeah.
But maybe not. So yeah, that's my multiple segues into mixed rib cami.
Nice.
I don't think I've made any changes. It's on 3mm needles, just following the pattern. I'm doing the waist shaping decreases that I didn't do on my previous mixed rib cami, and I do find that kind of, when I'm sat down, it kind of bunches like this, like it folds up.
Because you didn't do them?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I'm hoping with the kind of waist shaping decreases, it will just like continue to hug my body all the way down. That was terrible the first time. Yeah, there we go.
Cool. Nice. Cool. I wish I had something like that. If you won't have any ideas, will you? If anyone has any recommendations of like men's patterns that you could knit in a light cotton wool blend that would be a base layer, like a t-shirt or a shirt or something like that.
Yeah, because it would have to be a lighter pattern than like the Nordlund that you've knitted before. Yeah,
and I like the idea of it being machine washable if it's going to be a t-shirt, because I'll be...
Oh, a t-shirt, not like a long sleeve.
Or a shirt, yeah, just anything really that's not a jumper or a cardigan. Let me know if you've got any ideas, that would be really helpful. Thanks.
Yeah, and I so appreciate all of your ideas from the last video. I do apologise for not having replied to many comments, we've been quite busy, but I loved all of your ideas of how to get out of your kind of knitting funk and patterns that you've really enjoyed. I looked through so many of them, and I do find, or I did find them very inspiring, and that they really helped expose me to patterns that I hadn't seen before, constructions that were a bit interesting, cables that were a bit interesting. So yeah, I found that really helpful, so thank you so much.
Got another boat going past. I might just check the camera while we got this natural break.
Yeah, it's quite dark.
Yeah. I've got one other talking point.
Okay, go for it.
What? I had it, it's gone. Oh yeah, I was going to discuss the future of this podcast.
Ooh.
Potential changes, the development of the podcast. Settle in. It's like a board meeting.
I feel like you're prematurely talking about this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Imagine you just got home from a long day at work at the office and I'm here talking about the development of our podcast.
I always call Wilson, what do I call you, wild and musical, but now you're being wild and creative. You've got these creative ideas of where this podcast could be going.
That's
and
true.
You're wildly telling the world about them quite prematurely, but go for it.
That's true. So this podcast works very well in summer.
Oh, okay.
That's my first point.
Okay.
Because we get beautiful evenings like this. What time is it now?
It's quite late.
It's 7:45 p.m. And it's beautiful. We've been sat here for like an hour maybe now, just chatting away. The temperature's lovely. It'll be light for another hour and a half. We're in no rush, and you get these kind of long evenings in summer in the UK. So that's been lovely. We've been doing it for months now. We started in Portugal. We've been in France, we've been all around the UK doing it, and it's been amazing. But what happens in winter when it's always raining, it's -2 degrees sometimes, there's limited daylight,
and wind trap doesn't work.
The wind trap doesn't work. When the sun is out, it's really harsh lighting and it doesn't look the best. What happens then? Who knows is the answer. Who knows what we're going to do? Because we're dedicated to keep filming this outside because we think it's the funniest thing with the random interruptions.
I think it's so nice for us as well to kind of force ourselves to be outside for an hour or two and just embrace being outside, the fresh air, sitting on grass. It's just like, I feel so happy filming these podcasts that I just want to keep them outside.
Yeah, we're dedicated to keep filming outside because we love doing it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're thinking maybe we'll make use of hot water bottles for as long as we can. We're gonna potentially try and do one round a fire. I think it'd be so cool to have a fire,
this
like
is where
an
you get
actual
wild.
fire pit chat. I think it's all doable. It's not out of the realms of possibility.
Camera, fire, microphone. Not sure that's safe.
Neither's geese, water, and sailing boats, but we've made it happen. You know, like.
True.
So. Yeah, let us know if you've got any ideas of how we can stay warm or what we can do when we transition into this next season. Yeah, that's something that we've been thinking about recently. I wonder what we're going to do, but we'll make it happen, whatever does happen.
That's not what I thought you were going to speak about.
Well, the other thing is, how would you feel about us bringing guests onto the podcast? Because we've been thinking recently about maybe bringing some friends onto the podcast or other knitters that we know and kind of doing a 3-4 person chat maybe, and seeing how that would go, because then it'd be a bit more of like a group conversation. We could also bring people on and not really interview them, but bring people on that have something interesting to contribute to the podcast, other fibre artists.
Do they have to meet a criteria? Well, like do an interview before they can be on the podcast?
They have to be more interesting than both of us, which is a very low bar. So like, we don't bring anything to this podcast. So you bring good knitting skills. I bring absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you bring some occasional bad jokes.
Yeah, that's about it.
No, what we were thinking is bringing people on that have an interest or a knowledge of a topic that we don't have knowledge about. So maybe an artist, like someone who draws.
To talk about colour theory and things like that. Yeah. Or maybe other fibre artists, maybe crocheters, maybe knitters, maybe weavers, maybe spinners.
Because I think most of us crafters are multi-craftual.
Great word, yeah.
Multi-craftual people.
That's good, yeah.
I got you that time.
You
I don't know if that's a word, but we're people that do many different crafts. And I think having learned another craft can really benefit you in your other crafts and your other arts. So, yeah, as if I drew colour theory from drawing and painting might influence my knitting, those sorts of things.
Oh, no. Something real horrid's gone on there. Sorry. Thanks.
Anyway, I've not articulated myself very well there, maybe because of the fizzy apple juice. But yeah, it would be interesting to get people on that know about something different to us that we could maybe take into our knitting or could help influence our knitting positively. Yeah,
and just have a chat. Some interesting people to come on and have a chat. Who knows? Might happen, might never happen, but would you be interested in that? Let us know.
Yeah.
And let us know how to stay warm in winter as well.
Oh, there's a duck fight.
There's a duck fight.
That's a serious duck fight.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Do you think the mom was breaking them up?
Okay, they've stopped. I was going to intervene there. I would have jumped in.
Yeah.
But he's okay. I think we should wrap it up.
You know, you could play a real life game of Duck Duck Goose here.
God.
You could.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
We've run out of things to talk about in case you didn't already know. Oh my god, that one's limp. That one's got one leg.
Oh
no, that's actually sad. It's hopping around on one leg.
But it can obviously swim okay with one leg.
Wow. Do you think it knows it's got one leg?
It probably knows it's different.
When did you find out? Right. Come on.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for being here. We've had a brilliant time today.
We have. This has been so much fun.
I feel like we've been quite energetic today. Maybe we've strayed off topic a little bit, but
we've been raring to go with this podcast. I think it's because we're in Oxford. We have such good energy in Oxford. We've had the best time here. I just love it here so much.
And who knows where next episode will be. It might be in Bristol.
Yeah.
It might not. Where are we after that?
Ooh, who knows?
Oh, we're also going somewhere exciting after that. So who knows? We don't want to give it away too early, but hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Thanks for being here, and subscribe if you want. Don't if you don't. And yeah, we also have a Patreon. If you feel like monetarily supporting the podcast, that's where you can do it.
And we are so grateful to everybody who donates over on Patreon at the moment. Thank you very much.
You keep the podcast going. Your support means the world to us. It means that we can spend evenings like this sat by the water, knitting, and hopefully giving you an entertaining hour or so. A lot of our time and money goes into the production of these podcasts with the kit and the travel and things like that, which we absolutely love. But supporting over there just helps the podcast to stay viewer funded and means that we don't have to take on any sponsorships and brand partnerships, and where we kind of interrupt the podcast halfway through to show you a boat going past, we would have to.
We're not trying to sell you that boat.
We're not trying to sell you a product halfway through instead. So
yeah,
we'd like it to remain that way, and thanks so much for everyone on Patreon for making that happen. It means the world to us.
We don't offer any additional content over on Patreon because we want all of our content to be viewable by everybody. So supporting over there just means that everybody can access and hopefully enjoy these videos. And we also have another channel called SophKnitsDaily, where we put together kind of more produced, out and about videos that are related to knitting in some sort of way.
Yeah, we've just travelled Europe for the last year and a bit, going to all different countries, all different yarn shops, knitting festivals, you name it, we've done it, and there'll probably be a video about it on SophKnitsDaily, so check that out if it sounds interesting to you.
And thank you for being here, and we hope to see you next time.
Bye.